I can't tell if it's working, dude. I think it is. Hello there, everybody. Welcome to Kynny After Dark. We made it 2 times tonight. 2 times. 2 times the charm tonight. Um, I'm here with Angels again. Hello. We had so much fun last time. We decided to go ahead and do this again. Yay. I'm going to get my stuff and things open here. Open the chat up. Public chat. All right. Um, let's see. All right. I'm kind of hesitating because I'm waiting for anyone who might show up that got lost from the last one. So I don't know. It seems like we've lost everyone. I'm going to have to edit all of this out again. Okay.
Apologies. It's this new link.
Angels is voice texting while we're live on air. We're doing really good. We always come out of the gates with the bang around here. Totally professional. You can tell that we have practiced, rehearsed. I have worked out all the bugs, and there are 0 issues. And I did start early because it looked like people were here waiting. And then as soon as I started, there actually wasn't anyone here waiting. So that's interesting. I wonder what that's all about. So tonight we are going to talk about if you, there's Wrath. Hey girl. And this is gonna, the party is here. Yay. So, and maybe I should type this into the chat. Hello, roses. You guys found us. I'm going to have to do like Andy from the Popcorn Planet does, where he's like, okay, get ready for the segment break. And then he does his little intro again because I'm going to have to cut so much stuff out.
Do you want to do that?
No, okay. It's all right. I mean, we'll get better.
Yeah.
And, you know, people don't like it, they can fast forward. I mean, I cut it out of the last one, so maybe I should say, hello, welcome to After Dark. I'm Kynny, and I'm here with Angels Voice ASMR. Hello. Yes. Tonight we're going to start out with a question that has been raised. And that question is, would you go on a cruise with your ex? And we're going to say this cruise is to a place you've wanted to go to for a really long time. It was a place that, you know, this person knew you would want to go to, but the situation is your ex booked this cruise to go on with someone else, someone they were dating actually, but that person could not go for whatever reason. I don't know. And then last minute needed someone to go with them and has reached out to this person to say, do you want to go? And so we're just going to start there. I'm not going to say too much more about that just yet. I just want to get the ball rolling with, let's just start with the basics here with the ex. Wrath says, wait, are you asking would we go on one when we were dating them or as our ex now? As your ex now. Does that change your answer? Because Rosa says depends on the ex. Okay.
if you knew you were going to have a semi good time, it's a place you wanted to go. But you did have to share a room with this ex, and they might put the moves on you. You have to set some boundaries, maybe.
Does it depend on who broke up with who?
No.
Doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Because I would say if the ex did the breaking up, as in the one who didn't want to be together anymore, and they were saying, yeah, just come with me just as friends, we'll just have a really good time, it'll be great, I can believe that could be their motive. But if they were broken up with by the person they were inviting on the trip, that could change the motive potentially.
But we're talking an all-inclusive 7-day cruise, already paid for. You just have to get your flight in order to get there in time. Would you do it?
Okay, so both Wrath and Rosa say it depends on the ex. Yeah. And then Rosa says, no, depends on if we get along now or not. Okay. For me, it's a hard no for a million reasons. Just gonna start out there. For me, it's a hard no. And I don't have a lot of exes to draw from, so that could be part of my reasons. If I had to even go with men that I dated, it's a hard no for me. I don't go on cruises. I'm not a cruise person. I like to be on land. So that's the first reason I wouldn't go. But I'm trying to imagine if it was like a trip I'd been wanting to go on forever, and I'd still gonna have to say with my ex.
Yeah, even if it was a land trip, like
No.
a week-long trip, all inclusive.
No.
You just have to get there.
No. Why do I want to go on a trip with somebody I obviously disliked enough to break up with? Clearly, there's a reason that you're not with that person. Why are we going somewhere?
Let's say you traveled well together while you were together, and you don't hate each other. There's different factors I think that could come into play. But if it's a place that you really wanted to go to and you're just like, I gotta go, I gotta live, I gotta experience this, and you just jump on board and you go. I'm not a last minute kind of trip person. I like to plan things out, but let's just say you just bite the bit and you're following that movie, The Yes Man, right? And you're just going to say yes and you go. You know, what then? Do you set boundaries in the beginning and say, hey,
we're exes.
I'll be your wingman, you know? I'll support you meeting somebody else on this cruise.
I mean, I could, that's if, I mean, yeah, it'd be like, I would be the best wingman because I'd be like, please, somebody, I couldn't. It would depend. I mean, if this person was a shit, and it's only been 8 minutes, but
flip it though. What if it's a guy, right? Are we presenting it as a woman going on a trip with an ex? What if it's a guy going on a trip with an ex and you're more like, okay, well, I don't know. That just
good information. I mean, do you want to break it down, like the specifics of what you know about this question from your friend?
Yeah. There are a little bit more. We do know a lot of details about this situation.
I was trying to come out real vague just to get a feel for it.
When we were discussing this earlier, you said, I wouldn't go to the grocery store for free groceries with my ex. You know, like that's
technically that was my bestie who said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Nope, that was, but see, that's how much we sound alike.
Yeah. I couldn't tell. I was on speakerphone.
Yeah. But yes, that's how I feel too.
Yeah.
But it does depend on, I guess,
it depends on
the relationship of the ex. So in this scenario, the ex is the female. And so
and the person going that did the breakup that doesn't want to be with the female is the male. Yeah. And he decided last minute to go.
Okay.
So what do you guys think of that? What do you guys think about that?
Let's see what they're saying. So Wrath says, wanted to go and share a room. The ones I would have fun with and would go with, I'm basically friendly with them now. And oh yeah, I have a shit ton of exes. Okay, and then Rosa said, I should have put that up on the screen. I'm sorry. I'll try to do that. Unless I always wonder sometimes if people like it when their comments are up on the screen. You guys let me know if you have a preference.
I think it's good
to put them up.
Yeah, because then you kind of drawing attention to it, and we're all talking about the same thing.
Okay. So sometimes I say things and then they put them up on the screen and I'm all, oh, that one wasn't meant for the screen.
I know.
So it's kind of you have to be careful. So Rosa said, laugh out loud. Well, I have some that there is nothing that can make me tolerate them for any amount of time, etc. But there are some we are still friends and it would be okay. All right, cool. Wrath. I'll put that one up. I'll start putting them up. Wrath said, Mr. Wrath and I separated at one point and we would have both gone out of spite. That's funny. So I'm still on the no boat. I have a hard time getting myself motivated to go and do things that I want to do with people I like and know that I'm going to have a good time with, and there's no drama and no energy and any of that, or worry of having to work through or around any of that. And I still am like, oh, so maybe I'm not a good judge of it, but it's just,
I think it just depends on the personality of the people, because some people you're just like, ooh, I don't know. If I don't go, if they don't have a keeper, they might fall overboard. You know what I mean? Like, or they might get kidnapped in Jamaica, depending on where I think as a man, you might feel like more of a protective mode and wingman mode, like, let's make sure this girl gets back safe. She has children,
valid.
But I don't know. But then that closes off her chance of meeting somebody on the cruise and having one of those.
I'm trying to say, how do you, let's just play devil's advocate here. And I don't know if that's the right term for what I'm going to say, but I'm hoping so, but it'll be funny if it's the wrong one. But so what? They go out to do cruisy things, so they're going to dinners and shows or sitting by the pool or whatever. And what, they're together the whole time, or are they going to like have separate cruise experiences, but then come back to the same room? Are they both like, if she's going to be meeting people, she's going to be like, oh, but I'm here with my buddy.
I'm sharing a room with my ex.
I'm in a room with a man. And so we can't go to my room if we wanted to hang out or whatever. And also, would you disclose that he's your ex and why? He's there for your protection. I mean, it makes sense because I think it's always good to have protection or whatever. I'm just trying to imagine if you're going to take a wingman scenario, how do you explain this to the people that you're meeting?
Yes, I've been on a cruise with a boyfriend and I've been on a cruise single with a girlfriend. So it's like, I definitely met more people when I was not with the boyfriend.
Let's see. I wonder why.
Yeah,
I wonder why that would be. Yeah. Were you hanging out with the boyfriend too? I mean, the ex-boyfriend? You said you went with an ex?
No, I went with a boyfriend. Yeah, we were dating.
Oh.
We went on a cruise together. At another time, I went on a cruise with a gal friend, and we both had a great time. We didn't bring anybody back to the room, but we had a great time.
Wrath says, Mr. Wrath also said, absolutely.
All inclusive, paid for trip.
Spiteful, Spiteful.
Somewhere you really, really, really want to go. You know, it's on your bucket list, you know.
Wrath says, also cruise ships are huge. So even if you didn't get along, there would be plenty of ways to avoid each other. Right.
Yeah.
And then she says, just say you're friends.
Yeah, be cool, man. You know, just be cool, because you can go and like set your boundaries up and be like, hey, we're doing this thing and we're going to have fun no matter what. I'm going to be your wingman. I'm going to be there for you, make sure you're safe, but we can come together and do fun stuff, but we're going to be separate and kind of doing stuff too. You know, you can always approach it like that. Be direct and frank, honest.
Russ says, unless you want to spread gossip on the ship with
that will spread like wildfire. Yeah, right. I know those ships, dude.
I can't.
I think it's Carnival too. And that's
sorry.
the party ship.
My first thought was, if shit goes awry and it becomes some drama, because remember, we're talking an ex, and exes are, whether you get along now or not, I have my doubts about how well you actually can get along with your ex, especially in close quarters like that. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not giving you all the benefit of the doubt, but for being so nice and such nice people. But like, why are they your ex if you get like, I don't understand. Maybe I just need more information.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, my first thought is, but you can't leave. How do you escape if it's like now you're on a ship or in a beautiful place having a miserable time? What if you're having a miserable time? What if everybody's like, oh yeah, be cool, man, but they're not cool, man?
They better be cool, man.
What if they're not cool, man?
Well, a ship is open 24 hours, so that's the beauty of it. You know, you can
so you take
turns. If the magnet's on the door, that means I'm in. You go to the lounge, you go to the bar, you go to the pool area, you know.
That still requires a level of be cool, man.
Yeah, it really does.
What if the be cool man becomes not so cool, man?
It could easily slip down the slippery slope of not cool. So you'd have to be careful. You'd have to ride that really carefully.
Does the length of time that you've been separated make a difference?
Yeah, I don't know. In this case, I think they've been broken up for like 2 years or something, but still.
That's a decent amount of time.
But still like in communication and whatnot, you know.
Is anyone still carrying a candle? That's what I want to know.
The girl is definitely carrying a candle.
Okay, clearly. Now we're getting somewhere now. We're getting into the meat and potatoes of the situation. So, and hi, gal. Good to see you. What did you say? I've been on, let's see. I've been on 2-week cruise. My version of escape was sleep on deck.
Yeah, you're taking a chance traveling with anyone, whether it's an ex or whether it's a current or whether it's I'm just going to meet friend. People. Yeah, or a friend.
Sometimes
right?
It's not fun with your friends. Not cool, man.
Yeah. It's not cool, man. Luckily, all the cruises I've been on have been like super positive experiences, and I had a wonderful time. Wonderful. So,
were you there with an ex?
I have not had that experience. I don't know what that would be like. My current exes, I don't know.
So Ras says, I've been on a cruise too. I'd have a blast by myself if I had
to. You're gonna have fun no matter what.
But you got to go back to the room
and change your clothes, and you leave again.
You just stay out all night, stay up all day, stay out all night, stay up all day.
Yeah.
Guilt.
And the alcohol package is included. Yeah. So
danger.
Yeah. Free drinks.
Okay. I'm just going to say we're working our ways towards a little bit more setup for a bit of dramatics. I mean, everybody's playing it cool, man, but I have my doubts, and I can't wait to find out how cool, man, it was in the end and how not cool, man, it was in the end, because
we can come back to it.
We're going to have to come back to it because
when it's over, we'll have to revisit. When we get the full report.
Let's see. Rosa says, Yep, Yep, I have a bestie. That would drive me nuts. I think if we were stuck in a room for a cruise.
Yeah.
I could do it because I'm
Close quarters.
Yeah, but I mean, I could do it for a little while with some of my best, but I've known them for a really long time. But also, I'm pretty like agreeable when I do things. I don't like to make decisions. So, like, if you want to decide
the itinerary, you're
I'm down. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, go with the flow.
Yeah, I'm pretty go with the flow in that situation, but I am moody. But I don't know. I think I could do it with a bestie, but I mean, if I'm questioning even being able to do it with a bestie, we're doing it with an ex that maybe you get along with. But we've also introduced the fact that the ex, why are the lights flickering? I want to say I hope that's my friend, but it could just be that they're short circuiting. The whimsical way to think of it would be that it's my friend.
I think it's your friend.
So she still carries a candle. Yes. So that introduces a new dynamic. And
she's gonna get him up on that. Trying to.
The trip was planned for a different fella, but it happens to be the exact thing that this guy wanted to go do.
Bucket list.
Are we getting into sticky territory here?
Is this a psyop?
Is it a psyop? Good question.
Was there ever another guy?
Was there another guy? Is it that much of a psyop? Because
girls be crafty.
She just thought, I'll plan this trip for this guy she'd been dating for months.
Yeah, a couple
months. Yeah. And had met in person once. And was it a surprise to this person?
Yeah, we don't
know.
We will find out.
We're not sure why the person couldn't go, but I find the suspect in the type of trip she planned. Like, did she just not? She's just really uncreative, so she just stole his idea and was like, one time my ex said he'd like to do this, so maybe I should just do that. Or is there something more plotted going on here?
Hard to tell.
Let's see. Gels. Gels said, I was with my grandparents and they wanted alone time. I'd be jumping off of the ship, probably.
Grandma.
I'd be like, that's it for me. I'm done. Where is the life raft? Someone take me to shore. Can I fly home from the next stop?
You're paddling on a door like Titanic.
No,
get
thanks.
Me out of here.
But again, I would be just not. Would never go on a cruise anyway, so I'm the worst person to ask. But let's see. Roses. Why is that such a big? It jumps. Now it sounds like she planned it for the ex and not the current guy.
I'm saying that could be an angle to it. We don't know. We'll never know.
I think we will.
You think we'll find out?
I think we might know.
We might
in the end. What else do we want to say about this situation? Because we know so far most of the people in the chat kind of feel like if it was an ex you got along with, you could do it.
An ex you could handle traveling with, you could handle it.
Hi, Christina.
That you've traveled with before. Hey, Christina.
But then we've also had question about could they do it with even a bestie. So
right.
I'm not convinced everyone's convinced they could do it. And don't forget, we're sharing a room here too. It's not like you have a chance. Like Gelth, you're going to have to go sleep on. What do you? I guess it's big enough you can find some alone time, but it's not going to be alone time. It's going to be, what if you needed a minute to get centered if some drama went down and you can't go to your room? It's like you can't go home when you live with somebody you're not getting along with.
Yeah.
Worst feeling. Let's see. Hi, North Node Hope says, hello. Does it matter if she planned it? He went. If she has a metaphorical gun at him and he gave her the bullets. Does it matter if she planned it?
Yeah.
He went.
Matter? He went.
If she had a metaphorical gun at him and he gave her the bullets. So basically the bullets are the information about where he would want to go and her using that information to get him.
Hey, you've always wanted to go here. Just come with me. Let's just do this.
Okay. So, well, can we introduce? I feel like we need to, of course, Christina, you're a little behind, but basically, we're talking about, would you go on a cruise with your ex if it was to a place that you had always wanted to go to, like bucket list style go to? The situation is the ex is a female and she got the trip to go on with someone else, but they couldn't go. So now she has invited this person to go and he has gone.
Last minute.
And she still holds a candle for him. That's some information we've added in. It was last minute, when not planned. He just was like, yeah, I'm going to go, in case we don't want her, he didn't want her to get in trouble or,
be safe.
Be safe. Thank you.
A lot of bad things can happen if you're not like aware of, if you don't have street smarts, you know what I mean? She might not have street smarts,
Now,
like, I feel like I do have a little bit of
what
smarts,
if
what?
This person has claimed or stated that this ex is crazy?
Clearly, she's crazy.
If she's crazy, does that change the answer here?
Excuse me.
Oh, hello, John Rain. John Rain says, is the ex even single, or is she still working out stuff from a past relationship?
Well, she was with the guy she invited originally and he was unable to go. So I don't know if that ended the relationship and, or if that guy's like, oh my gosh, you're going on the trip now with your ex. Maybe I don't want to be with you.
I hadn't even thought about that. What if
there's that angle too?
We don't, because we don't know why this person didn't go.
Yeah. 7 days. That's a long time to take.
But if it was me and I was dating someone new and I couldn't go on a trip because it was kind of spur of the moment, because we're talking, they've known each other apparently a matter of months. How many months are we guessing here?
I would say, November, December, January, February, March, barely 4 months.
Okay.
With the new guy.
Met the new guy one time and then planned this trip. Spur of the moment-ish. I don't know how spur of the moment it was for the new guy though.
Yeah.
We don't know how much, we don't know very much about the new guy.
Yeah.
But now you're going with your ex because I can't make it.
I don't know how I'd feel about that part. Yeah.
I mean, if we weren't ending our dating, we are now.
You just sealed the deal.
For me, that's it.
Yeah. She's
100%. So North Node Hope says bottom of the bucket list. Rose is wild. Does hold a candle mean she still wants him?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, he did the breaking up in this situation. She clearly
she is the breakup E.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christina says, whoa. Whoa. If she is in a relationship, she should not be going with an ex.
Yeah, but it was the online thing.
Okay, so they know
Out of
each other
state.
from being online. They don't live in the same state. They've met one time.
So she probably doesn't hold a lot of weight to it, maybe.
So maybe we don't say it's a relationship, or we don't know.
Situationship
We don't
that she
know.
has on TikTok.
We don't know the level of
we don't.
situationship/relationship there. But she did plan a 7-day cruise to go on with this person. And for me, if I'm like gonna go on a trip and like out of the country or somewhere foreign, I think we're dating.
Yeah.
We're
like I like
in
you.
it.
Let's go on
We're
this
in
trip
it,
together.
at least to a certain degree for me.
Yeah. Like I'm planning this for us to bond further and take it maybe to the next level.
Right. Okay. So Roses says, I'm trying to get all of these. What does that say about the ex if he goes there knowing she is crazy? Roses, I'm going to tell you, I also asked that question because for me, like, so we're saying, but they had a great time when they did stuff like this together, but she's crazy. So it's how do we reconcile those two things? I mean, if she's crazy, what kind of crazy? Dramatic? What kind of crazy are we talking?
Show up late at night at your house kind of crazy,
or
break into your house kind of
like
crazy,
just text
or
you too many times, or just
pushy,
dramatic, or just
we'll have to get more details.
Yeah. So Christina says, oh yeah, she is crazy. Roses, yep, she is crazy. Roses says she's trying to trick her ex back into a relationship with her is what I think is going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say I kind of agree with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that it's too coincidental, the type of trip she was going on. Maybe if she had booked some other kind of trip, I still wouldn't like it, but like the fact is she booked this man's bucket list dream trip according to him. Mm-hmm. Christina says, or was she trying to get a free trip out of her first dude? Well, she paid for it.
No, she paid for it. She got a deal. She's cruised before. She's a professional cruiser.
So she's got packages. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's probably already had a package. She's just was waiting to use it. And then she thought, oh, that Jamaica package that I was keeping in my back pocket, I'm going to use that for this new guy. And then the new guy said, no, thank you, for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. Not speculating on the reasons, although there could be many. But since I already booked it, was she saving it? Like, there's so many things I wish you could know behind the scenes about these things. Like when we read these things online, I'm like, I need more details. How can I make a good analysis of the situation when clearly details are missing? It's like being an investigator, kind of.
Yeah, we need more clues. Like. We need more. We need to gather more evidence right. in this situation.
Christina agrees with Roses. That could totally make him kind of jealous and then give him an opening. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True.
Mind you, he was hesitant. He wasn't just like, okay, let's go. He was like, kind of torn, like, should I go? I don't want to give her a mixed message,
Okay.
That's why I'm saying set your boundaries at the beginning.
If you're going to go information here.
We're letting it out slowly. If you're going to go on the trip, and the other person likes you a lot, but you're like, hey, I'm here to have a good time. We both wanted to go on this trip. Let's make sure we have a good time. Let's not make it weird.
Be cool, man.
Right, exactly. See? Be cool, man. Especially if it's Jamaica. You're going to Jamaica. Well,
you have to definitely be cool, man, in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamaica is the land of cool man.
Yeah. And my friend's mom had it's the name of the drink, Sex on the Beach, and in Jamaica, but she really had like literal sex on the beach in Jamaica. And she told me about it, and she said she got crabs, and I was like, that's ironic. That is very ironic. But yeah, she said, she goes, don't do that if you go there.
Have sex or on the beach.
Right. With the local that apparently likes to have sex with tourists on the beach, you know? Like, really, you can't do that. You can't go have a one-night stand on the beach in a foreign country. Like, no.
I mean,
say no to that.
I'm still on the train of I'm afraid she might Jamaica him crazy. And he might want to come home and won't be able to. But we'll see. I guess we'll see. So,
like, nobody's going to push anybody overboard. Let's just not. Which is one of my favorite all-time movies, Overboard.
Oh, that's one of my favorite all-time movies.
I love that movie. Yeah, it's a good movie.
So let's see. Roses says, if he's going to value paid gifts over dealing with a crazy person, he probably has a personality disorder or two. Or, you know, is there a world where he is truly worried about this woman being safe? Because, you know,
I think there's an element of that to it. I don't think that's the main thing going on, but I think there's an element.
I mean, maybe it's different coming from a male perspective. If we had more males in the chat, we could find out, like, what is the level of female crazy that you're willing to, you think might be equal to or acceptable of a level to go on a trip you've wanted to go on.
Right. And this
for free, other than getting yourself to the,
hypothetically, you know.
I mean, it might not be free. It might just be free by money free, but it could cost in other ways.
Mentally.
And emotionally, and dramatically.
Yeah.
Let's see. Christina says she needed to bring another package with her, huh? Here for a good time, not a long time. John Rain says, I think it's two garbage people doing garbage things together. Could be. Is there a scenario where one person is just too nice? Can't say no. Is there, I mean, what is this person? Is everyone single? That would be good to know. Like, what's the status of relationships all around here? Is she single? We don't really know.
Yeah, we don't know all the details to this, you know.
Hi, Christine.
That's the things with these like Reddit type situations, you know, you have to you find out the details later.
And here's the thing about the word crazy, that men, and this is not to be offensive to men, but they do tend to always say the ex was crazy. And I imagine females say that too. Mm-hmm. But I've been accused of being the crazy ex. And I was crazy. Mm-hmm. I was absolutely crazy. But the reason that I was crazy was because I was dating a gaslighting narcissist who pushed me over the edge of insanity. And so I did out of character crazy things. Like, I could tell you guys stories that people who've known me for years have a hard time believing that I did those things, because it's like, you did that? Yeah. Because you can be pushed to a level of crazy. So you have to be careful how much you think of when you say, well, you know, he said she's crazy. Well, sometimes you find out that they weren't the one who was crazy.
Yeah, you never know. You never know how crazy people are, you know, and how they're going to insert themselves into your life sometimes. And you don't want it. You don't want it. So you say no over and over and over again. And that's life, you know, the ebb and flow, the roller coaster, the up and down of relationships, of life, friendships, you know, would you go on a cruise with your bestie, you know, your friend?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But that's because I don't like cruises. But I would go on a trip with my best. I mean, and even still, when we talk about going on a long trip with someone I even know well, you still run in the you might get on each other's nerves. It depends on the level of like, can you find some time if you need it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm gonna
you just don't know.
read a couple more of these, and then I'm gonna let you talk for a second, and I'm gonna have to
Um,
look around a little bit. Christine says crazy often means they are good in bed, though. The higher the crazy level, the better they are often in bed. So there is that.
yeah, we don't know anything about that.
Valid point, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that does happen a lot.
Yeah.
That does. That does. And then she also says, yep, a gaslighter will make you question your own sanity. For real. This guy's brother actually said to him one time, and it caused a big issue between the two of them, because he said he watched him one night just push my buttons and push my buttons. And he said to him, it's like you lead her right up to the edge of the cliff to where you know she's about to lose it, and you just push her right over it. And oh man, he was pissed at his brother for saying that, but it's true. They will push you right up to the edge of the cliff, and then woo,
He called you on it.
off you go. Michelle, hi. North Node Hope says, have you running through the airport crazy? As a matter of fact, yes. That's actually true. Not only running through an airport acting crazy, I got actually escorted out of that airport for being crazy. I was drunk, which I also am not a drinker really, but I was drunk that day, and it was a real bad time. Pre 9/11, so I didn't go to jail or anything. I think you'd probably go to jail now if you were acting how I was acting in that airport. But yes, that kind of crazy for sure. Roses says, I would with one, but not the other. One friend or ex. All right. So I don't know how to do this. Do you have any input you would like to give for a moment?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, you take a chance with anybody you go on a trip with. And like, for instance, the last kind of trip I went on where you're flying somewhere was Puerto Vallarta, so you're in a foreign country with someone, and it's always a risk. Like, are you going to get along? Are you gonna separate? Are you gonna go together everywhere because you're in a foreign country and you got to be safe? This particular trip was on my birthday, and it was during COVID. And we made sure we were safe. We had a really good time. But we were dressed up, walking around. I think my guy at the time had like an animal print shirt on that was kind of, he had a couple buttons undone. We went to dinner in the gay district and, had a great time walking home. And I did get called. They did call me a lady boy. I did get called out. They thought that they thought that we were two men walking. That was embarrassing. But it was Halloween. Like, I had a mask on. We were dressed up.
Well, how can they tell if it's Halloween?
Yeah. Yeah. So there is that. You never know what's going to happen on a trip, but I say create some memories, have a good time, do your thing,
Yeah.
Be a good wingman if you know it's going to be a platonic thing, but if you want to get back together with that ex, then jump on in, get a few drinks down, go for it, see if you can convince him or her,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. There's always a risk. There's always a risk that you're going to take, whether you're traveling with somebody you've known forever or somebody you just met on TikTok Live.
Okay, so the this person was dating someone that they had met on TikTok Live. And, like, again, we've got like 4 months ish of time between her knowing that person and meeting them once around Christmas. And then she booked this trip. So it's not very long, in my opinion, to be dating, especially online in that situation, to be doing a trip like that, but it's not unheard of either. So I don't know.
It's always a risk. It's always a risk. It's a risk if you go to Jamaica and get together with a local on the beach. It's a risk.
It's a risk to go on a boat. It's a risk to breathe the air.
Yeah, I know. It's a risk to stand behind a car and breathe exhaust, every day is a risk.
Okay, so Rosa said bestie. So with one bestie she would, with one she wouldn't. Yeah. Oh shoot, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, that always happens to me. Sorry, hang on. Hopefully you guys couldn't actually hear that. So Christine says, I'm with Roses. Ex number 1 is a no way in hell we would kill each other. Ex number 2, meh. He wasn't a terrible human, just not a faithful one. Yeah. Yeah, I just...
It's so complicated. There's so many like different layers to think about,
I'm also not really a fan of really staying friends with exes. I guess it depends on how toxic the situation was, I guess. But it seems like it's like you have to and you have to create some separation for them to stay an ex. It's really hard to like be around talk to someone all the time that you're trying to separate from. It just doesn't make a lot of sense, in my opinion. But some people stay friends with their exes. I don't have a lot to draw from as far as personal experience with that, so it's really hard for me to say too strongly what my opinion is about it, because I don't have real life. I only have a couple of exes, and so none of which that I would ever be interested in speaking with or talking to.
None which you would want to open that door.
Right. Right.
And let's be travel buddies or whatever.
Exes are exes for a reason. Distance is best. Yep.
Yeah. No, I agree, because I'm just thinking while you're talking, like, what is there an ex that I can think of that I would say yes to a trip if they're like, hey, I got this trip, I'll pay for. I know you wanted to go on this trip. Why don't you go with me on this trip? I don't know, because that there's lines that are crossed. I don't know.
Okay, so what if you're interested in someone new, but you haven't like really gone there, but you're kind of interested in somebody, you think maybe it could be something, but you're not sure yet, and that person knows the situation, and they know your situation with your ex, and then you're like, I'm going to go on this trip. How I mean, do you take this person into consideration that you are kind of
interested in,
or kind of feeling out the situation a little bit, or is that person, do you not take that person in consideration? Do you not go and then take the chance that you might be mad later that you didn't go on this trip that you could have because things didn't work out with this person? Do you refrain from going on the trip because you don't want to send the wrong message, or you want to send a message. Does that change whether you go on this trip?
Yeah, is there people on either side, because the person that booked the cruise has, this person that we don't know the details of, that is an internet relationship, and then what if there is somebody else in the invited I don't know what to call a person going on said trip? Would you take that into consideration and present that in a way where you're like, how do you feel about this? Does that person give you the green light or the red light? How understanding is that person? It's like, we're not actually.
Do you tell that person? Do you discuss it with them?
Is it their business?
Is it a consideration? And if it is, if they say go, what does that mean? If they say don't go, what does that mean? What do you do if they say go or don't go? What if they say go and you wanted them to say no, I really would prefer you didn't? What if you're fishing for, like trying to get information? I mean, I think people should just be direct, because this leads to misunderstandings if you're not direct and honest. But what if you didn't really want to go, but like that person's like, no, I think you should go. And they're like, oh, well, maybe I should go. Maybe this person isn't as interested in me as I thought.
Or maybe the person's just being cool, man. I mean,
is the person just being cool, man? Is there too much cool, man? Is everybody being too cool, man, in that situation?
Yeah, I say, like, in any situation, you back off and give anyone space to make their own choices, and they show you like what they really want. And,
true.
So it's like, go on trip, not go on trip.
Yeah. Does this girl not have any friends?
Yeah. Why couldn't she invite somebody else? Why does she instantly go to the
ex?
Clearly, there's a plot.
Go take your bestie, right?
Yeah.
If like, dude, if I'd paid for a trip and the guy couldn't go with me, the first people I would think of is taking one of my girls. I would probably almost be like, hell yeah, I got a free trip and I can take one of my girls instead. That's even better. Because chances are going to be, even if you're going with someone you're dating that you're getting along with really well and stuff, I think that kind of being quartered together for a week-long period could it's too soon. It's just too soon.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
Roses comes back to this because she was trying to trick her ex into a relationship. Laugh out loud. Okay, so my opinion here is that this person definitely is going to be trying to get in there. I 100% believe this girl is going to
definitely manipulating.
Try it.
Oh.
However, whether that's just
it.
I just think if she's still holding a candle for this person, she's chosen this specific trip that directly relates to her ex, that she's holding a candle. It's just too many things for me, and I would be very surprised. I mean, we don't know if she's crazy means she's actually crazy or she just did crazy things. Because that does make a difference here, because yeah, you can set your boundaries. That doesn't mean people respect your boundaries. People disrespect boundaries all the time. And are they going to be drinking? Will lines get blurred? Will, there's just there's a lot of factors at play here. And so, I don't know if I was dating someone, or not dating someone, if I was thinking about dating someone, how would I feel if they went off on a trip with their ex? Even if we didn't have anything going on, I had no claim to this person in any way, shape, or form. Nothing had happened between us. I still feel like I would be put off a little bit by it. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, I guess I can't bring the excitement of going to this place up high enough to the level of hanging out with the ex. I'm not able, for me, but that's just me.
I think as a woman, it's a little bit different. And in this situation, it's the man, where it's like they do have a little bit, if they're a good man, they have a protective mode.
True.
Over anyone, you would hope, in their life, and if she's a little bit of an idiot, she might not, like I said, have street smarts, and maybe there is that angle of, I don't know. It's just,
it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see what the dynamics actually end up being. I could be completely wrong. About it.
We'll have to recap.
That's what my years of knowing women, dating,
and
that's what my gut's telling me, that she's definitely gonna. I just am having a hard time knowing whether I can trust that, because you can set boundaries all you want, but if you're dealing with a crazy person, boundaries are nothing. Boundaries don't mean anything. So
good point. If you were her, would you get up on
either
it?
She's crazy and he sets boundaries and it doesn't matter because she's fucking crazy, or she's not actually crazy and he sets boundaries and she's okay with the boundaries
and respects that, and they both have a good trip and they have a good time. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for the best for these people, that they have a good time on the trip and everyone's safe and they come home in one piece.
Yes.
With no broken hearts.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we don't want anyone getting hurt there.
No. And like a different angle on the whole thing, like taking away the trip. And I know there's like, oh, it depends on who the ex is or whatever, but would you stay friends with an ex? Is that okay if you don't have kids together? Would you stay friends with an ex? Exes are exes for a reason. Is that inviting more drama into your life and preventing you from dating other people or meeting other people? If you do stay friends with the ex, do you stay friends when you start dating other people? When does that friendship end?
It's a tricky one. I think it's tricky. I think it can definitely be a slippery slope, being friends with an ex when you're in a new relationship. I think you have to be very careful about boundaries. Are they an ex because they've done something shitty, or are they an ex because you just, two good people just realized you just weren't right for each other, and so you can still be friends, and maybe you meet their girlfriend and you love her and you become friends with her, and like maybe then you and her like each other better than you like the ex, and he gets booted and you guys stay friends. But I think it's kind of a case by case basis. I think
I'm friends with a couple Eskimo sisters. I have Eskimo sisters in a couple of them.
You just said that. Okay.
Oh no, was I not supposed to say that?
You can't say where we are.
Oh, I thought Eskimo. Oh, bleep it out. Oh, I'm gonna start that. Okay, I have Eskimo sisters.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah. The world is a small place. A lot of my friends and I have slept with the same people, and oddly enough, like for instance, like it doesn't have to get weird. For instance, one person I dated when I was like, 22 and he's like 20. Okay. 10 years later, my friend dated him. We didn't even know each other, and then he introduced us and we became friends. So like stuff like that, like happens, yeah. And when you live in a place for a long time, it does happen.
It
sometimes.
Does. And there's not a lot of degrees of separation.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been asked many times over the years by men that I was meeting, why am I single? And like, why have I been single for so long? Because, to some people that indicates that there's something wrong with you. You're some kind of crazy or something. But for me, I'm like, well, I'll just start with the fact that I live in a small area. There's not enough degrees of separation for me here. There's too big of a chance that someone I might meet, if they have been around here for any length of time in the dating pool, could have dated someone I know. And just for me, I just prefer not. So, so I just don't prefer to date her from where I'm at, because there's just not enough people here for there to be enough degrees of separation for me. If I was in a bigger city, the chances of that happening become a lot less because there's more people.
Yeah.
So I can see it's probably definitely more prevalent in smaller areas where that happens. For me, it's kind of like, I don't know. I just never liked that idea. So I just pretty much cut that out for the most part.
Yeah.
Or if they were from where I'm at, then I wanted to know how long they'd been here.
Yeah. No, and it happens. And, another situation is my friend dated a guy in high school, and then like 15 years later, I dated him. And so it's like, what do you do? It's nothing like overlapping and weird. It's just growing up in the same place. There's, and you introduce people. And then also that same friend, I dated a guy, and then we broke up, and then he started dating her and introduced us because we were still friends. And now me and her are besties. So she's married, and she's married to my ex-boyfriend. So, it can get complicated, but everybody gets along. We're all mature. We're all just cool, man. Whatever.
The word of the day is be cool, man.
You got to when you're in a small town.
Or don't be too cool, man. I don't know.
None of that bothers me. It doesn't bother me. It's like everybody has a past before they meet you.
Your story reminded me that I guess technically I do have one.
I knew it. Okay.
I do have one.
You do. Okay.
And it turns out it was only for me just one time with the person. But the girl is still one of my good friends. We've been friends for years. That's a funny story. It's a long story, but it's a funny story because basically I had the hugest crush on this guy, just the hugest crush on him. And we played music and stuff. Well, he played music and I sang with him. And this girl showed up one day who was gorgeous, voice of a fucking angel, played the guitar. And she knew him from school. And she also knew me from growing up at the same church. And I was older than her, and I knew her as a younger person. And so she knew who I was, and but didn't know, she knew him and I were close, but it was one of those unrequited love kind of situations for me. Excuse me. And so him and her started dating, and I couldn't even look at her. Like I couldn't, it just broke my heart.
Yeah.
And she would always try to be my friend. Like he brought her to my house one time, and she like brought me toilet paper and light bulbs because, we were in our 20s and everyone was broke, and, she was trying so hard to win me over, and I just was not having it. And because I couldn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I wanted to be, I couldn't. And so one day she put her big girl pants on and confronted me at the bar and was like, why won't you talk to me or be my friend? And I was like, I just hung my head and I looked up at her and I said, because I just love so and so. And you could see on her face immediately, she was all, oh, you know what I mean? Like she was all, oh, like I get it now. And and then he ended up kind of, he started dating this other girl who kind of used me to get to him. And that was a whole different, that's a whole nother branch of the story. But because of that, and that girl being just a not good person, her and I ended up joining forces kind of over our problem with this girl, and her and I started playing music together, and that's when I picked up my guitar again for the first time as an adult and started writing music. And I have always said that he was just a stepping stone
for your friendship.
He was the stepping stone to our friendship.
Yeah.
And her and I are still friends to this day.
Yeah.
And but that's the and then later on down the path, him and I had a hookup situation. It was short and swift and awkward and weird, and I would never have done it again. And it did cause a little bit of with her. She didn't love it, and I was like, I loved him first. And then, but we got past that because we were both, neither of us were involved with him. And but anyways, yeah, so that's my one. That's my one.
Yeah.
The only one.
Yeah.
So
yeah, my friends and I say that too. We're like, the dude that introduced us was just like a stepping stone to us being besties, like we don't really talk to the dudes anymore.
I know. See, and that's why I said that earlier when I was imagining the scenario with the, maybe they meet and then they kick him out completely and they're friends, because it's happened multiple times.
Yeah, it just depends. I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, whew. Roller coaster ride. No matter what ride you take, life is a roller coaster.
Yeah.
The ups and that's the beauty of it too. You don't want it to be the same every day. You want to have adventures. You want to go on trips and make memories, moment to moment.
I do like to make memories, but I also really like my everyday.
Yeah, but you're way more adventurous than me. Like, you went on way more like camping trips and adventurous fun trips, I didn't do anything. I was like, I'm not doing anything.
I do. I actually have a trip coming up in June that I have to work out.
You go on trips and I dog sit for you.
To the festival. The festival, to the summer kickoff festival.
Ooh, is that north a little bit?
It's in the desert.
Oh my. You can't talk about it?
I can't talk about it.
Oh.
I can't say anything else about it. Can't tell you what it's called. Can't tell you where it is. Can't tell you anything, who's going to be there. Nada. Okay. It's a secret.
Mama's the word. Mama.
It kind of kicks off the summer of doing stuff and things. Nice. And last year I had to take the dogs. So I had both Hemingway and Lucy with me. And I hated it. I hated it. Luckily it wasn't a normal year, so it wasn't very busy, and it was a lot chiller of a vibe, but it's not a chill vibe when you have to take your dogs, because you just can't have the same amount of fun, because you have to constantly be checking on them, and you got to walk them, and then there's stickers that get all in their fur, so you got to. Oh man, like it's hot. Yeah, no. There's no shade because it's in the desert, and it's not fun when you have to take your dogs with you, but you can. So we'll see how that goes for this year. But yeah, so that's going to be coming up. I'll have to take a little hiatus from doing my channel stuff, but I'll only be gone for 4 days.
Oh, let me know. I can dog sit.
But yeah, so I don't know if you want to do any more things. I did pull up some getting hot. I did pull up some, like, am I the assholes? And I brought up a couple of misconnections from like New York City that I thought were interesting.
Oh yeah. Let's read a misconnection. I love that stuff.
So let's see here. Oh, where are they? Oh, here they are. Okay, so these are pretty short and sweet, these ones. Let me just, I probably can't do that, or this computer cannot handle it if I do too many things, and I'm already pushing its limits, so I'm just going to do one at a time here. I wish this had a dark. I hate it when you can't change things to dark mode. This one is, and I don't know the names of any of these places because I'm not from New York, but these are all from New York. This one says, missed you at Balvanera Restaurant on the Lower East Side. I saw you at the table across from mine on the night of Saturday, February 28th. You wore a red skirt and white Adidas shoes with red stripes. I told you and your friend that you were good people because you both were wearing Adidas shoes and had good energy. Smiley face. You were beautiful. I woke up thinking about you and how I regretted not approaching you before you left.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty nice, actually. I didn't really get the creeps from that. Did you?
No, I didn't get any creepy vibes.
I
It's
didn't.
just kind of cute. He's like, oh, you're a good person because you're wearing Adidas. Does he know what Adidas stands for? All day I dream about sex. Hello, everybody in elementary school knows that.
I didn't. I've never heard that.
ADIDAS.
That is so funny.
So I don't know if his good energy is.
I mean, I didn't know that.
Maybe not everybody does. Maybe that's just a ghetto thing I learned.
Did you guys know that? Christine does.
See? I'm not alone in this. I learned it from someone.
That's crazy. So, I mean, does that change the tone of this message? Are we looking at this guy sideways now?
I don't know.
You must be an 80s thing. I was part of the 80s and I don't remember that statement, but I did grow up in a small area.
But I woke up thinking about you.
Roses said I knew that too.
If it's meant to be, your lives will circle back around. You'll have another coincidence. That's what I think. You know,
isn't there a movie about that with like where there's like a note that
I Heart Huckabees?
No.
Oh,
it's like a romantic comedy, but I can't think of the John Cusack and someone. I can't think of the female. Serendipity. Yes. Christine.
I don't think I've seen that.
That's the one. Rosa says, I thought it was weird that they are good people because of the types of shoes
I know. That's weird. Oh, I like you because you're wearing Keds. Okay. Penny loafers.
I don't know what that means. Do you?
What?
Red string theory?
Is that like we're all connected kind of thing, or like it'll come like if it's meant to be, you know, I don't know. What is that? Should we look that up?
Christina, explain. Roses, American Sweethearts. Is that another movie with that same kind of a plot? The one I was thinking of was Serendipity. That's the one with John Cusack. But I mean, right? I was just watching a reality show where the person was like, I think it was Love Island. And the person was like, that's so crazy that I messaged you and then you showed up on the same reality show as me now, where we can get to know each other.
No, I really do feel like we all have a connection. We're all connected. And when you like think about your friend and then they call you, like that proves it, you know? You just got to put it out there. And this happened to me just the other day. This happened. So that's cool. I totally believe in that.
Was Serendipity not the one with John Cusack? Sorry, my hair is tickling my nose. That's why.
Do we need to look it up? Does somebody need to look it up? Originating?
She said American Sweethearts with John Cusack. Maybe he did both of those movies.
You want to pin that?
What did you say, Christina? Originating from Chinese mythology, suggesting an invisible red cord connects those destined to meet, love, or influence each other.
You gotta be kidding me.
I
Oh my
love
gosh,
that.
I love that too.
The
Aw,
red string theory.
thanks for sharing that. If it's destined, it's destined, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard it said too that, you know, if you believe in multiple lives, that you meet the same souls over and over, just they have different roles in your life. They're, you know, in different lives. Like, I don't know, maybe one time they're your bestie, one time they're your dad. I don't know, you know, but who knows?
Yeah. They could play a fatherly role. They could play a different role. You know, I had an ex that was convinced he murdered me in a past life and that we had to be together in this life for him to make up for that life. Literally, cuckoo. So I was like, okay, buddy, it's meant to be. Let's do it. You know?
That is really interesting.
Yeah, that was a 2.5-year mess. Anyway. What do you do when people say stuff like that?
So, yeah.
It's meant to be.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's do another misconnection.
Oh, this one's kind of long. Is that too long?
No. You want me to read it? You want to read it?
You're welcome to read it.
Oh, this is great, you guys. Listen to this. Don't you hate when you find the person you've been searching all over for and then boom, out of nowhere, you ask you to verify your email
Yahoo.
by
Yahoo
asks you to verify your email by asking you decade-old security questions like, how am I supposed to know the answer to a made-up name I gave my first pet that I actually never had? Yep, you guessed it. Fast forward, you're locked out of your email account, LOL, and now you have to sort of take steps to creating a repost about. Oh, he's locked out. So to post on Craigslist, you do have to have an email. So he's saying, I had to navigate getting back in my email to put this in here.
Is that what he's saying?
Yes. I think so.
Or because my first impression, and maybe I didn't read it clearly, was like, I'm like, did you tell her to send you an email or something to your Yahoo? And then you went to go into your Yahoo email and you didn't know your password to get to the email from the person?
Right. No, I think because I don't know. Okay, well, maybe it'll reveal. Rewinding the clock back to Thursday morning, where it was you, a woman, standing to the side of me on the A train, facing the door and holding onto the handrail pole. I was the guy in work jeans and a sweatshirt with boots on. The train was packed full of people because of the early morning rush hour commute. Really guy details. You had on a very casual attire, blue long sleeve shirt, and maybe a black leather coat with a pair of blue jeans on. Your hair was straight, long, had brownish highlights, if I remember correctly. Oh my God.
He must have taken a picture because I don't think I could possibly.
He would be good for like fighting crime. What did the guy look like?
He's like, well, it was a Friday at 2:15 with 36 seconds. The sun was at exactly 9 o'clock in the sky. Like, it was slightly cloudy.
I kind of like this. Okay, we're almost done. As I stood at an angle next to you with my hands by my side, my hand kind of accidentally was brushing up against your back. I repositioned it a stop or so later, and it soon started grazing your lower back. Eventually, after more and more passengers were getting on the train, it seemed to me like every stop you would edge yourself closer to me, to which I only noticed when I sneakily began to feel your lower half pushing into my hand. I laughed it off inside because I honestly thought that this is really not happening on this crowded train. Ha! Anyway, I remade this post in hopes to let you know that I enjoyed our brief time together, and if you would like to meet again at Nostrand Avenue train station in Brooklyn during another morning commute, count me in. Count me in for the free feels. He's all, the crowded train pushed us together and we had a moment. Really? I don't know. Is this all in his head? He seems like a very creative person. Holy crap. I've never read a misconnections like this in so much detail.
This is amazing. For sure.
Goodness.
I don't know. I mean, like, it sounds just like the train got crowded.
I know, right?
And this poor girl was probably like getting pushed back into this man, and she's like, oh my God. I can only imagine. I mean, as a female, I have been in a crowded space with males and been forced up against them when I didn't intend to, and felt all sorts of things I didn't want to.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
I'm just saying, not that they necessarily touched me, just, like, I mean, they have touched me and then they've gotten in big trouble because I don't fuck around. But
yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get slapped,
I mean,
but he said she was wearing a coat. Like, you're touching this girl's back through her coat. Like, I don't know. It sounds sus a little bit if you really unpack it.
It really does. Let's see what Christina said. She did say, and I think this is about the last one, that is scary, dude. But when she was younger, she probably would have thought it was sweet. And then she agrees that this man is descriptive.
I know, way too much for this kind of post.
Okay, so now we're up to speed. Rosa says, this man is going to be grinding on another soulmate on a train in a few days. Probably like the next day.
He's like, I love riding this train.
He's all, let's see, this was he says, rewinding the clock back to a Thursday morning. And then the next thing we know, we're going to see when he's all rewinding the clock back to a Monday morning. And then a Tuesday morning.
Yeah, right.
It was Saturday on the A train.
He keeps placing himself next to women. Oh my goodness.
I just don't,
yeah, you never know. I do like his writing style though. He's going to remember your birthday if you date. He will. Yes. He's going to remember everything about you. He's going to be really obsessed.
Roses eventually is going to be arrested from complaints.
I know, right?
I mean, he said he didn't reach out and touch her. He just he kind of made it sound like the space forced the touch, didn't he?
But where's your hand that you're touching someone's lower back? Maybe you're a tall guy. I don't know, but like my hand ain't gonna be touching nobody's back, right? Like that's weird. I don't know.
I've never been on a crowded train in New York City, so I don't have a lot of paradigm for how close for comfort you really have to get on a crowded train on the way to work on a Thursday morning.
Get the feels.
I mean, from things I've seen, it seems like they can get pretty crowded. I mean, because in my mind, I just thought it was just crowded. She wasn't backing into you for any reason other than she probably didn't have a choice.
Yes, I agree. Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Rosa says, yep, you have to have
the arm to do that. Your arm has to go, oh, hey.
It does
crossing the line.
It does depend on the height dynamic.
I say if it happens once, move your hand. Be a gentleman. Don't be all trying to. Oh, it happened again, and then it happened again, and then I just kept my hand there, and then you like kept leaning back. When in all honesty, she's being pushed against him.
I mean, I have a big old booty that sticks out. So, like, if I'm getting crowded in a train and I back up into somebody, I'm going to be backing my ass up into them, whether I mean to or not. I am, because it goes first. It's just how I'm built. And so, like, I could totally see some guy on a train being all, yeah, she was backing that ass up right into me. And I'd be like, no, sir. It's big and I couldn't help it. So
those are lyrics for a reason. Back that ass up.
Could it be that he was really tall and she was really short, and where his arm hung to in front of him was at her back? Let's see. Christine says, sounds like he might have to read signs that were not really there potentially. Or he might have read signs that were not really there potentially. Sorry, I read that in a bad way. Sorry. Yeah. He could have. Roses says, No sane woman is going to be cruising Craigslist looking for the train back caresser from Tuesday. That's so funny.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Chair, is that your friend Charlie TV? Do you want to read that one?
I think so. This is somebody coming in a little bit late in the conversation. We've already kind of shifted it, but let's cover this one. I think it's totally fine to go with an ex on a cruise she paid for to go with a new guy, but he backed out. Like, hello, why not? Yeah, we see the point. Yeah, this. I mean, I don't know if it's even 50-50. It might even be like 30-70. Like, do you go? And it just depends on the level of crazy. It depends on how you can rein in the situation to make sure you have a really good time. So, yeah.
I mean, I would be begging one of my girlfriends to go. Does she not have friends?
Right.
That's my question.
Yeah.
Where's her friends?
Yeah.
Where are her friends?
Yeah. You do have to wonder about
I mean, maybe not everybody can just take a week off, like willy-nilly.
That's true. I couldn't go. I couldn't take a week off,
I could if I had a dog sitter. If I had someone to sit the animals, and then I would have to cancel all my dog sitting jobs. But I wouldn't go. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it just depends. Everything kind of depends on the situation. It's so subjective being friends with an ex, going on a trip with an ex, being friends with your ex's new person. I mean, and that's happened to me. My exes have introduced me to two people that I'm best friends with now. So like what, it's like, how do you, I think the girls naturally navigate to each other. So, in a relationship, when your ex is the guy, he gets a new chick and he introduces you because you're still friends because he's a cool guy. And you're like, okay, well, I think I'm gonna be friends with the chick and focus on that friendship versus, like, let's all be friends. Now the chick is included in your guys' friendship and everybody's friends. Sometimes the guy gets excluded because they're men and chicks are chicks. And so, when I go to my friend's house that's married to my ex-boyfriend, me and her go talk in her bedroom and hang out like chicks. I say hi to him, but that's it. I don't, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. La, la, la. Here's a donut. But we're going to go up and have a good girl chat.
Yeah.
And do some tuning fork stuff. You know what I mean?
Do some tuning forks.
Well, we're always trying to heal because we're women, So, yeah.
Yes. So funny.
Yes. Oh goodness, catching up at the airport. Oh goodness, too fun, guys, too fun.
So I don't think the girl on the train was backing up into this man. I think she just was, per his own words, it was a crowded train, right? That's what he said.
Yeah, it's very crowded, pressing up against each other, When I sneakily began to feel your lower half pushing into my hand, how about your hand pushing into my lower half?
Does he mean he sneakily, or he thinks she was sneakily pushing into, because he says pushing into my hand, inferring that she was pushing into him sneakily. I laughed it off inside because I honestly thought this is not really happening on this crowded train. It's happening because the crane is crowded. It's
the train is crowded. Oh goodness. We've been talking for a while, guys.
It's happening because the crane is crowded. Oh my God, that's the kind of thing that would set me off as a child in church when the preacher would mess up his words. I would lose my mind, and then I could feel my mom staring at me in the back of my head like, you better get it together right now. But I would be hysterical. One of my favorite things is to mess up words like that. I'm going to pull up another one, but then I'm going to look at these comments.
There's another crowded subway one.
Yeah, I got two Subway ones. Okay, let me look at these comments real quick, and then
Oh, you want me to read this?
Yeah. Well, let me pull these up and read them first, so that we don't get
okay. Yeah,
ahead of
I think
them.
we have a participant in one of the earlier stories that's in the chat.
Roses says, I think it's all in his mind. He has some train grinding fetish going on all by himself. I mean, I hope that I'm never on a train with him. It's a good thing I live in New York, because I'm telling you, he'd be thinking something, and it wouldn't be intentional at all.
Yeah.
Christina says, yeah, he thinks she is leaning into him, but maybe she's just getting pushed. Right. Yeah. I think that's what I think. Yeah. I think she's like, oh, and it's probably even too crowded to be all sorry. Or maybe just because you're always on crowded trains, you don't say sorry to everyone that you bump into all of the time.
You can't apologize to everyone
You'd
around
be like, sorry,
you.
sorry, yeah. sorry. You know what I mean? So like,
it's like human Jenga. The subway's human Jenga.
Yeah. Rosa says, oh my God, is the new one from the same guy? I don't know. There's no.
Oh, let's read the new one.
There's no indicators.
Do you want to read the new one?
Christina says that would be amazing if it was. Yeah. It would be amazing.
A serial butt sniffer. Oh.
Roses. There are people like that. Nerd Report did an episode on some guy in California arrested for being a serial butt sniffer.
I'm sorry I read that out loud. I'm sorry I ever read that. Sorry. I'm scarred for life.
How can you be after our last episode? That feels not so bad, right? Compared to that episode. That
was
I mean, it is nasty. I can't even tell you what I might do to someone if I thought for one hot second they were doing that to me. I one time was at the bar at the club with my friends, and a friend of my friend's husband kept touching my ass. And I asked him 1, 2, 3 times not to do that in a very stern way. And by the time he did it again, I turned around and shoved this man to the ground. I was so irate. And I was like, don't fucking touch me, or whatever the case may be. But I literally shoved him down. Like, and everyone in the bar, because I'm not very tall. I'm 5'3". And at the time I was a lot thinner. So I was not very big as far as a person goes, but I've always been very strong. And man, I just knocked this man right to the floor and was like, you better learn today.
Yeah.
So I mean, how did they figure out that he was doing it? Did the people he was doing it to
report him, or
see him do it, feel him do it?
Yeah.
Was it on camera?
Right, because I've heard of, the guys slipping the camera under the bathroom stall, taking a picture under skirts and stuff, and that's clearly like, okay, you're doing that in a crowded place and we're catching you. You're on camera, using your camera, whatnot. But how do you catch someone doing that? You know what I mean? Do you want to read the crowded subway number 2?
Go ahead.
You want me to? Okay, the subway was crowded and we were standing next to each other. We were pushed together and I remarked that at least I'm next to a nice lady. You smiled and replied that I'm handsome. At our age, LOL. I guess we both didn't think of exchanging numbers. Well, if you see this, please respond. Yeah, I don't think it's the same guy. That's totally different tone.
Different vibes for sure.
Yeah. That's cute.
I actually think that was cute. It sounds like it was written by an older man to me, because he says at our age. And if she replied and said that he was handsome,
yeah,
I get a fuzzy feeling for it in a sweet way.
I wonder if she'll check this. You should send a vibe out. Check misconnections.
Rosa said he was recorded doing it. That's how they found out.
That's terrible. Okay. Well, that solves it.
And then Christina says he probably started getting brave with it. He probably did. Charlie says, no, it's feminine. What, the post that we just read is feminine? It is not, Charlie.
We were pushed together and I remarked, at least I'm next to a nice lady. That probably made her day.
I know. She was probably like, I am a nice lady and you're very handsome.
Aww. And that made his day because
they
he wrote
should
about
have
it.
exchanged numbers. I'm sad.
Misconnections. I was reading one, and there was one that was like, hey, I went to this one gas station and this girl was helping me and she was so cool, and if you see this blah blah blah, and I was like, oh my god, I totally know that gas station. I went there, I'm all, you have your employees check misconnections because there's some dude looking for that chick that works here. I was like, I'm gonna help them find their way, those misconnections.
Christina says, guarantee that person took the train at the same time every day for a while trying to see her again.
Could you imagine?
I bet they did. When was this posted?
Could you imagine?
A day ago.
No, that's the other one.
Oh, yeah. When was the last one? The last
4
one?
days ago.
4 days. So what day was that? What's today? Saturday? Friday? Thursday?
Today's
Wednesday?
Sunday?
So it was like Tuesday.
Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't know.
So he went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Because today's Sunday.
Today's Sunday. Oh, today's Sunday. Oh, even more days. Sorry. I thought it was Saturday. Dang it. It's a good thing I don't have a real job or I'd be really depressed right now because I'd be having to go to work tomorrow.
You just lost a day.
I did. I was supposed to do stuff today that I didn't do because it rained really hard, and that's why we're here doing this, because I didn't plan to do one of these today. Christine.
Yeah, that sucks when you have a misconnection and you're just like, did our schedules match up, or was that just some random thing that happened? How am I ever going to see this person again, especially in a big city? How would you find your person? You'd have to post on misconnections.
And Christina said probably that was for both stories. They probably both of those people were on the train, like,
looking around. Where's that handsome man I was standing next to?
But the girl in the first story was probably watching for that man and was all,
where's that man I can avoid that was rubbing up against my tramp stamp? Oh goodness.
Let's see. Charlie said, okay, for an old long-term love, that's romantic. Yeah. For an older people, that's cute. Like, if picture someone in like their 60s,
70s.
Were you thinking 60s? 60s kind of jumped out at me.
70s,
I would think getting too much older than that. Would they be? I mean, I don't know. I've never been to Brooklyn. I don't know what people on the subway look like. I just imagine as you get older, you maybe don't travel the subway as often.
Oh, I don't know if that's your thing though.
Maybe.
You know? If you don't have a car, a lot of people don't have cars. Huh? You know, if to taxi it or subway it.
And then Charlie says, but we have movies about guys manipulating that. Yeah, movies scare or make it scary.
Eternal Sunshine on a Spotless Mind.
Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
Such a good movie.
It is, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
Erase me. Yeah, I think he did. I think he did stalk her in that movie a little bit.
I know. I haven't seen it in so long. I don't really remember.
Yeah, that's pulling back. That's pulling one out of the ethers. That's it. Yeah, oldie but a goodie.
Yeah,
you know.
And it's one of those weird ones from way back. Like, one of the other really weird movies I watched was Being John Malkovich.
Oh, no, dude, I seriously said that title in my head before you said that.
Really?
I was like, that is what she's gonna say. Oh my gosh. Yes, because it's such a weird movie.
Such a weird movie.
Such a weird movie. Yeah.
So this one's really short. It just says, Fernando, I lost your number. Come over again. Bushwick. I told you I like that it's intimidating, and you liked that. Stop by again and I'll help you relax. Relax how?
That has a very spicy feel to it.
Fernando, I lost your number. Come over again. I wonder if Fernando got the message. That was just posted a day ago. Charlie, you love Being John Malkovich.
Yeah, you love that movie. Huh.
Roses says weird sex hookup. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was some I'll help you relax. Why would you say that in a cryptic way if it didn't mean something more than, I mean, maybe there's a massage parlor on the corner in Bushwick that Fernando goes to often for a massage. But what does this mean? I told you I like that it's intimidating, and you liked that.
I've been trying to figure it out myself. I keep rereading that. And I'm like, what does he even mean?
What does that mean?
I told you I like that. It's
That
intimidating.
what's intimidating? I want to know what. Oh, these cryptic messages. We need more information. There's never enough information. Christina says it's a hookup for sure. I think you're right. I just want to know what is intimidating. Can we think of what some examples could be?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
One of them, Diddy drinks.
That's hilarious.
Roses. One of them Diddy drinks. I told you I like that it's intimidating. What is intimidating? I can think of so many things and nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of so many things. I can't think of one thing.
Fernando.
Like his body. I don't know why when I hear the name Fernando, I just imagine this hot, sexy Latin man. Maybe that's what's intimidating. That he's a hot, sexy Latin man.
It does like have that spicy feel.
Oh, I can think of something else that could be intimidating.
I told you I like that it's intimidating. You liked that. Stop by again and I'll help you relax. Stop by. Was she a DoorDash?
Thank you, Roses. That's what I thought too.
Oh,
his size. Yep, that's what I just came to too. And I didn't see you put it up there. But yeah, you and I were thinking that right about the same time. Christina says being dominated, maybe. That could be it. That could be it too. I think it's his size though.
I think you guys are onto something.
I think we are.
Yeah.
Because that makes us like, that's intimidating, but let's see how it goes.
Picking my jaw off the floor. I didn't even think of that, but like
girl talk.
And you like
the DoorDash.
Yikes, no DoorDash. Yeah.
Who's giving their number to the DoorDash guy?
If it's Destiny.
They keep ordering. You would just order again.
Yeah.
Right? You would just order from the same place at that DoorDasher at the same time.
I've never used DoorDash. Never. Not one time.
Not around here. I wouldn't. But if you were in this scenario and this was a DoorDasher, I would think you would just attempt, like the train people, to be in the same place at the same time, kind of deal.
You're like, I'm taking that.
Reorder the same order from the same place, the same day, same time, and maybe that dasher will get the order again. But we're talking New York City here, Brooklyn.
Well, my friend has a friend that lives in the city, and she said this girl tips really well. So when she orders an Uber, it's on like her record or whatever, like the people know, and she gets rides right away while other people are waiting because the drivers know she's a good tipper. She's a good tipper, and that's kind of cool because as a former bartender, like you do have like a preference to the people that can kind of tip more. You do. Because that's your money. Yeah. You're like, hey, this guy tips more. I am going to ask him, do you want another drink? Versus somebody that doesn't give you a tip, you're probably going to make them wait a couple more minutes.
Yeah, I'm not a drinker, so I don't order a lot of drinks, and I'm terrible at the bar. I'm really bad at getting the bartenders. I'm
Attention.
too timid.
Mhm.
But my friends are a couple of my friends are really good tippers, and so they always make besties with the bartenders
Yeah.
really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come out the gates with a nice tip,
Mhm.
and then don't just not tip. They continue to tip, but
Mhm.
yeah.
If I have a meal that's 14, and I give them a 20, $6, and it's like a to-go order I'm picking up because I don't use DoorDash, so I'm picking up my own food. Whoa, concept. I will keep the change. I don't need the 1 back. I don't need the 5 back. Keep the change and give me my order quickly and give me extra pink sauce. Okay? And that's what I want. I want the good service. I want the extra sauce, and I get it if I tip them $6 on a 14 order.
Did you know that a lot of people have no idea what you're talking about when you say pink sauce?
Oh, well, that's what I call it. I don't know what the real name is at
It's not
Chinese food stores
It's not a
or
thing.
restaurants, I mean.
It's not a thing in most places.
What is it called? What's
Like
the real
even if
name?
you order from this one Chinese food place over here, they don't do the pink sauce because pink sauce is not traditional for Chinese food. It's something that started here in this area
China Hut does it
because they've
been here. Okay, they've been here forever. They're a staple.
The ones who move in learn very quickly that everyone in this area wants pink sauce, but if you go somewhere else, you can't.
That's
you
weird.
Can't really
I didn't
get
know
it.
that.
A lot of
Does that give
times,
away anything?
a lot of times, I don't think so.
Okay.
A lot of times they give you sweet and sour sauce.
Right, which is different.
See,
it's a little bit different.
Roses has no idea.
Pink sauce? Question mark. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. It's kind of a regional thing then.
And I'm not going to say that out loud, but he's right. That's where it came from.
Yeah.
They originated.
Oh, okay. Well, it's so good.
It is, and you guys are missing out. It's just I have no idea what's in it, but it's this special sauce that you get here for your Chinese food, and
it's only like Chinese takeout kind of,
It's so good.
Ask for the pink sauce and they know what you're talking about. So, but I've lived here a long time, so it's just like second nature for me to ask for it. I didn't realize it was a regional thing. Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that's just good to know. If you go somewhere else, you're not getting any of that.
Dang it, forget it. Probably. I'm not gonna
go. All right. Let's see, where are we? Sorry, Fernando, last one, Planet Fitness.
Long shot. Started out.
Planet Fitness, White Plains, New York, in Westchester. Long shot, but I was there for my lunch break today and we kept staring at each other. I'm the tall male with the hat on, and we were catching glances every time we both switched machines. I went to the bicep machine, and you came back and wiped the handles, and we made serious eye contact, and I thanked you. Female, all black, as you were leaving, I saw you pause, but I had to get my uniform back on.
Uniform? A man in uniform? What is this?
I mean, he couldn't take a second? I wonder what she was pausing for. I wonder what that means. Like, as she was walking out the door, she looked back one last time with a glance. I mean, I feel like, does this really require a missed connections post if they go to the same gym? Seems like that would be a really easy place to run into this person again.
But it's the city. Your schedules could be completely conflicting.
And usually people who go to the gym will generally go to the same gym, and they generally go to the gym at the same time.
Okay, good point. They have a gym schedule.
It's a schedule.
Okay.
Especially if they're in the city and they have a job and all the things. Like, that's probably when they both go. I just wonder, maybe this person was new to the gym. Maybe that's a new gym member, maybe just moved into the area or something, and that's why they had never seen them before. But I would venture to guess they would see them again unless they saw this misconnections and were like, I guess I got to switch gyms because that guy thinks I was looking at him. Well, which could also...
Full warning then. Full warning. I had to get my uniform back on. So he literally lets her know, I was in a hurry. I couldn't ask for your number. I had to get my uniform back on. What kind of uniform?
Well, let's see. He did say he was on his lunch break.
Mhm.
So maybe a uniform that requires, sorry.
Is White Plains a ritzy area? Does anybody know? Because I know Westchester is a ritzy area. Where's White Plains?
Oh, there is a map there, but I wouldn't know what it meant even if we looked at the map, would you?
I would a little bit if we expanded out. Can we go out a little bit so we can just see what neighborhood this is? A little bit more. Okay, a little bit more. A little bit more. Yonkers. Okay, yeah, a little bit more. Okay, so this is north of, yeah, so New York's down here. So this is north in, okay, I feel like that's probably a nice area.
Kind of seems like a nicer area.
Yeah.
To you?
I don't know for sure, but my guesstimation is it's a nice area.
Yeah. Here's the thing. And we had this when we talked about the one with the girl who was listening to the neighbors. You weren't here for that one, but I don't know if you saw that one, but I had read a like a confessions one where this girl was listening to her neighbors have sex, and then she was trying to figure out, you know, she was saying later that the man from the relationship kind of gave her the eye, and like maybe he knew, and like, and I was like, I think, nah, girl, I think that you're making things up in your mind and you think he's giving you the eye. I just think you can't really know, like, because I'm the kind of person, like, I look straight through people. I'm really bad like that. I could be staring right at a stranger and not actually be looking at them at all. Just, it appears like I am. You never know if you're catching someone looking at you. Were they actually looking at someone behind you? Were they looking at something completely different? Like,
were they staring into space?
Yeah, were they zoning out? Did she look back because she was like, did I remember to get something? You know, it's hard to say. So it's like,
I had to get my,
you never know if this is like, were they actually looking at each other or not? Was she looking at him because she's like, motherfucker, clean the damn machine.
Yeah, you came back.
Why do I have to keep cleaning up your sweat?
Right. She's probably like, and he's like, you were looking at me.
She's trying to be nice, but she's like, see me cleaning your sweat off the handles?
And we made serious eye contact because she was glaring at you for not doing your duty at the gym and cleaning up after yourself.
There are rules. You have to clean the machine.
Decorum. You're in White Plains.
So let's see. Christina, he wants to know if she went looking for him, maybe. Yeah, or like if she was looking back into the gym for him. Christine says at the gym on a guest pass. She could have been on a guest. Maybe she was looking back for her friend. Like, are you coming? Yeah. Like, maybe she was headed out to the car and just checking to see if her friend was ready or not yet. Yeah. But the uniform, it sounds like it might be the kind of uniform that would take some time to put on.
Yeah, I have to put on my uniform.
So like a cop, or cops have to wear lots of stuff,
like layers.
They have
security
guards
guards and security
things. Security guard. I don't think firemen really run around in a uniform. They wear like a t-shirt and pants, right? So that wouldn't really. Doesn't seem like it could be a uniform. What if even if he was like an athlete or something, he wouldn't be running around in his uniform. So it's definitely his job. My first instinct was police officer.
Yeah, unless he's getting his uniform back on to go back to work at the gym. Has anyone thought about that?
No, because he says I was there for my lunch break.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Oh, because he's working out on his lunch break? No,
right.
You're right. You're right. He's probably coming from somewhere else. Okay, so uniform.
If he worked at the gym, he probably would just said I was on my lunch break and left out that I was there for.
I was there for.
Look at, I have become a investigator.
Super sleuth, dude. Seriously.
This is what happens when you watch the interview room for the Nancy Guthrie case for 2 weeks.
Oh,
you learn.
Did
you learn how to.
Did you hear? Do you want to touch on that? Did you hear about that?
Is there news
That they found her?
No.
Okay, well, I'll let you discover that on your own. I'm sorry.
I just watched the interview room earlier today. They were live and they didn't say anything about that.
Then I don't know if I have misinformation, so I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we better not because
I don't want.
we don't.
Yeah.
I'll look into that when we get off the
Yeah,
stream though,
yeah.
for sure. But I'm certain that if that was because that's who I was watching when you got here.
Oh, okay.
Was the interview room. But yeah,
Mhm.
details. The devil is in the details.
Everything's subjective. Everything.
And everything is subjective, and
Mhm.
everything comes from your paradigm,
Mhm.
right? Like,
Mhm.
there's no way to know with these things that we're reading, these misconnections, if any of this
Can
is
I just say
real.
this? Can I just hold this up?
It says, life does not stop at the bad parts unless you do.
Okay, I want that to be our motto, ladies. Okay. You know, let's just think of the good, be thankful, you know, be thankful we don't have a bunch of crazy exes, right?
Charlie says, dudes glance, why are we bad?
Oh, girls glance too. We all glance. I think our eyes are naturally drawn to beauty, and that's something we can't help. You know, we're gonna look at the beautiful people, you know, and that's not our fault.
I agree.
You know, we all
look. I mean, glancing is different than gawking
and rubbing up against the tramp stamp on
you
the
know,
subway
and staring and being weird.
Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird.
Right?
Just be cool, man. Just be cool, man. Yeah.
Just be cool, man. So Rosa says, yep, these people seem to have some story in their head going on of what the other person is thinking and feeling, and they seem to be coming to conclusion that the women want them randomly.
That is a theme. In all of them, it's a theme. They're like, whoa.
Could be a military uniform. Yep.
Yeah, military security.
Something that requires multiple pieces.
Yeah, a belt.
More than just pants and a shirt.
Yeah.
Something that's going to require some extra effort there. Let's see. So we've been on here about 2 hours. Oops,
oh my gosh.
That wasn't what I meant to do. I don't know how you're feeling. I have more stuff.
Maybe we should gauge the
How
chat.
are you guys feeling in the chat?
Do you guys just listening in the background?
Where did everything go?
You want us to keep going one more thing? We could keep going one more
thing.
I
did bring up some. I can read you some of the titles of some of the stuff I have and see if it.
Because we can always get a DoorDash. I'm just joking. Right. Oh goodness.
So I have. Would I be the asshole for suing my friend when she didn't come to my wedding? Which was an interesting one. Suing. Am I the asshole for reminding my friend that she slept with more people, more than just one person? And that's because, well, and then there's, oops, am I the asshole for telling my sister you are selfish and canceling her engagement dinner at my place? Yeah. The suing one.
I would think. Yeah. Let's go with the first one. Yeah, because that's weird. That's weird to me. Like I would never.
We will entertain you, Charlie, while you wait. Okay. All right. So I hate turning that direction. This says, would I be the asshole for suing my friend when she didn't come to my wedding? I, 25 female, recently got married to my 25-year-old male husband in Bali, Indonesia, in January. It was a destination wedding, but my parents and his parents paid for their own plane tickets and hotel, but we paid for our friends' plane tickets and hotel stays. Each plane ticket was about $2,000, and hotel was maybe about $150 to $300 for a week. My friend Gemma brought along her newlywed husband, John. but paid for his plane ticket. The problem is that Gemma and John did not show up to my wedding. Gemma took the free plane ticket to Bali and the hotel room. And when I asked her why she didn't show up, she said that since they couldn't afford their own honeymoon, that this was a perfect opportunity. And that, well, now she says Jim or John decided that he didn't feel like going. I was really hurt by this since Gemma and I have been friends for over 10 years. Would I be the asshole if I took her to small claims court for the money I spent on the plane tickets? This is really long. It has 2 updates. So let's just stop there for a second. Yes. Charlie says, why are people such assholes?
I know.
WTF.
I would have said, buddy, how did we get here? My friends paid for my ticket and this hotel room. We are going to their damn wedding. It's 2 hours out of our day. Yep. Maybe 4.
Christina says, that is awful. I agree. Charlie, why not go? Exactly. Yeah. Like, how long could it I mean, you just got a free flight to Bali and your room paid for. You had to pay for one plane ticket.
The admission of the con right after the comment was intense. Like, oh, well, we just thought it would be a cool honeymoon for us, so we didn't go to your wedding. It's our honeymoon.
Yeah,
you paid for our honeymoon.
The audacity. What? I would be furious.
Can't you just lie and say you were sick? That you ate some raw fish and it was made, you know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness. If your guy is such a jerk and he doesn't want to go, like, well, that says something about you and your relationship then too. I don't know, man, because this really goes on and on and on. And it seems to get worse.
It does get worse.
And they're going back and forth with legal stuff.
Yes.
What? Yep. This didn't even have to happen in the first place. If she would have gone, you could have gone to the ceremony without Jim or John.
Right.
You know, and just showed up and then, okay, I got to go back, you know, dudes at the hotel. At least
she should have showed up. Like, that's crazy town.
Inconsiderate asshole behavior.
Christina says, going to the wedding, show up for your friend and have a meal, dessert, and some fun, and then do what you want to the rest of the time.
Exactly. Yeah. What the heck?
Exactly.
Yeah, go to the wedding. Yeah.
So then she says, update. I messaged Gemma per multiple comments advising me to, this was 18 days ago, she wrote the initial post. I updated Gemma per multiple comments advising me to invoice her for the plane ticket and hotel room, but I did something a little better. I wanted to get proof, so if I had to go to court, it would be easier to win. I messaged her this. Hey, sorry for being so distant, but I just wanted to talk to you about Bali. I'm hurt that you didn't show up to the ceremony. I pulled a lot of strings to ensure that you could come, and then you didn't show up. Did you think I paid for the trip just so you could honeymoon with John?
Or Jim.
/ Jim. She replied, I've missed you a lot, and I know the trip was for your wedding, but John didn't want to go because he felt like your wedding ruined the illusion of the trip being our honeymoon and that you'd understand.
Oh my God. Another admission to the con. The illusion. It'll ruin the illusion that we're on our honeymoon and we got here ourselves.
Like, right?
What kind of a dude is that? What a creeper.
Yo.
Whoa.
That's crazy town.
This is a lot of money.
Crazy.
This is over $2,000 they put out for her to go there. And she didn't go to the ceremony.
Roses says, I'd be mad too. I don't think I would sue them, but if they didn't pay me back, we may not be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie says, at least. At least is right. Roses says, she wanted the honeymoon also. she wanted the honeymoon also is why she didn't leave Jim or John behind.
Yeah, she was participating
Jimmy
in that
John.
little whatever. Like, what? Why would you even think about that? Like, you're getting a free trip and you're like, oh, well, let's just pretend that that the wedding isn't happening. It's ruining the illusion of our trip. What?
Yeah, and she put it in writing. Like, that's crazy. Rosa says John or Jim is a person that no one should marry.
He couldn't afford the honeymoon anyway. What kind of a man is that?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so then the lady responded to her, sweet and no, I'm not reading that name out loud. I was going to read the person's name and then I realized, no, I'm not going to read the person's name. But anyway, she says, I replied, no, I don't understand. You took advantage of me and that's not what real friends do. So I'm invoicing you $2,387.53 for the cost of the plane ticket and the hotel room. I will give you 30 days, and after that, I will be taking legal action. Then she says, I received no response, but she had been posting subliminal quotes on Instagram that are along the lines of entitled friends and having snakes in your life.
Projection. She was the one that was acting entitled by not going to the ceremony and thinking that this free trip was her honeymoon. That's entitlement.
Christina saw me pushing the cat off the desk.
Cat.
He gets up here and makes me crazy while I'm trying to do stuff. So now she has another update. This one's going to be so long that it's going to take up all the time. She edited the update too. It says, I didn't think this could get worse, but here we are. I didn't respond to any of the subliminal messages she posted about me on social media, and I've been very quiet while I've been getting my ducks in a row for the litigation. But the past Friday, she sent me a 3-page audit of financial and emotional contributions from 2015 to present. I wish I was fucking joking. The audits. She itemized every dinner or lunch we've ever ate together. She estimated about $18 per meal. Gas money for driving to and from hangouts. A birthday gift from 2017 that she now claims she went into debt for. Time spent emotionally supporting me after my dad passed. She said she took on the role of a grief counselor for me, even though I talked to her on the phone about it once for 30 minutes. One time she helped me move apartments. She wants to be paid for her labor. An emotional distress caused by me threatening litigation. Her grand total, $2,400, $24,1209, which is conveniently within $25 of what I invoiced her. She then told me that if we were really keeping score, that I actually owe her $24.56. I think I stared at the document for 10 minutes in silence and shock from the audacity because this bitch is delusional. To clarify, I never asked her to cook for me. While I was in college, she did pay for lunches, but I definitely returned the favor big time once I graduated. I bought her many gifts over the years. I let her stay at my house several times when she and John argued. And I have also lended a shoulder for her to cry on when she had difficult times in life. But apparently being a friend is now billable. I decided to give the message a thumbs down because if I respond, I will be extremely disrespectful with the anger I am facing. I cannot wait for these 30 days to be over because I will be suing the fuck out of her.
That sounds like it was Jim or John's idea to do that itemized response.
It would make sense.
Yeah, why don't you just tell her didn't do? Yeah, no.
John's trying to get more money.
Yeah. He's like, hey, look, we can go on a second honeymoon if you win this
Right?
litigation.
Right? That's
Okay.
just about what we need to go back to Bali on our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to pay for that, but we should go.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Payback or no payback, that person would not be my friend anymore.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. And that's the thing with destination weddings. You got to kind of, when you're inviting someone to a wedding, you're actually giving them a bill. Here, buy a gift, buy a plane ticket, buy this, and a destination makes that bill bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you don't have the money to fly out your family and friends, then don't invite everyone to the destination wedding. Have go to your wedding and have a party at home with everybody. You know what I mean? Because that's a big bill. Every time you go to a wedding, it's a bill. What are you going to wear?
How would you know that you had to worry that you would pay all of that money and then they wouldn't even fucking go to your wedding?
I don't think that ever occurred to the bride. But what if they don't show up?
Certain.
No, you're going if you're,
certain that would never have occurred to her that would happen.
Right, because normally when you have a wedding at home and you invite like a certain amount of people, technically they say only 75% show up. At a destination wedding, if you're paying for everything, you're 100% of the people are going to show up.
Right?
Not 75. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You go to that ceremony, you support your friend, and you be a good bestie. But
and she was just so brazen about it.
Yeah.
Just like,
yeah. I've never been to Bali. I would love to go to Bali. I don't know. I think over there, there's a lot to explore, and I think it's beautiful. But I don't know. Would you ever go to Bali? Is that on your bucket list? I mean, for places to explore in the world?
When I was younger, I would have said yes. The world's a little chaotic for me, so I don't.
Let's say if the world wasn't chaotic,
where would you want to go? I would totally go to Bali.
Taking the world out of it.
I'm afraid to go anywhere now, but if I wasn't afraid, I would totally go. There's not many places I wouldn't go, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd love to see everything. I still want to travel across the country. That's why I'm getting this podcast going, so that someday I can have a little mini win and travel and then do my podcast or whatever, content creation, whatever you call it. But yeah, pretty crazy. And this post was 18 days ago and has 24,000 upvotes.
Wow. That's nuts. Everybody has their own situation. And with Reddit, why do we need days of our lives? I mean, nobody needs soap operas these days with all this stuff going on.
It's true.
It used to be we didn't know about everybody's lives and what they were doing and things happening like that. It was just like gossip magazines and soap operas.
It's true.
Like Dynasty, wasn't that like where the first girl fight happened on TV?
I don't know, but I remember Dynasty. I was a little girl.
Linda
my
Evans.
Mom would watch all of that. She would watch Dynasty, Falcon Crest, and
the helicopter one.
Are you thinking of Magnum PI?
Airwolf.
A-Team.
A-Team, and there was an Airwolf. There was a helicopter guy.
I don't know what Airwolf is.
Oh, that was a good one.
There was the one at Dallas.
Oh, yeah, Dallas.
Falcon Crest, and Dynasty.
Yes.
The nighttime soap operas of old.
Oh, yeah, Telenueva. I love Mexican
My
soap
mom
operas.
let me stay up late at night when those were on. I got to stay up till 11 because I watched those with her.
When my dad would go out of town, my mom would go to the video store and rent Conan the Barbarian. And that was like her, home soft porn when the guy's out of town or whatever, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger on a horse with that one Russian lady, the blonde. Oh, goodness.
I love old Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, not Conan the O'Brien. Conan the O'Brien.
Conan the O'Brien. Arnold.
I loved old ones like the original Total Recall
yeah.
and like the original Running Man.
Yeah.
Are two of my very favorite movies ever.
Yes, I have to agree. Yes.
Good movies.
Yeah.
I have all these movies on DVD still.
Yeah. The Russian Bridget Nelson. Yeah. I like the Rocky movies too. I used to watch all the Rocky movies in junior high.
I cannot believe I just said Conan the O'Brien.
Well, we've been talking for 2 hours. I don't even know.
It's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to cut that out and make fun of myself. Oh man, I had some good ones tonight with the mess ups of the words and stuff, but I'm starting to get the yawns.
Yeah, me too. We're gonna have to wrap this up, guys.
But I've had a really good time.
Yeah.
Sharing with you all. Thank you for coming.
Yes. Thank you, chat. Everybody in the chat.
My old faithfuls are here and hung out. Those East Coasters are probably asleep by now. But
heck yeah. It's 9, 10, 11, 12 over there. 11, 12.
Yeah. So happy Sunday. I hope you guys all have a good week tomorrow. I will not have an oracle reading up tomorrow morning because I didn't film one today. And tomorrow I am going to move the things I didn't move today. So it might be a couple days before I get an oracle card reading up, but hopefully not later than at the very latest Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just going to say for now, wishing you guys all lots of love and light. And I hope you have a great week ahead.
Yay. Night, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Travel safe.